Cargill. I'm actually the CEO and president of Central Texas Gunworks. Yes, we're actually going to unveil a Bitcoin ATM here at Central Texas Gunworks. And the thing about this Bitcoin ATM is it's actually going to update real time. So it's actually going to update on the minute. Unlike some of the other Bitcoin machines that you've seen in the past that update once a day, we will update every minute. This is actually the first Bitcoin ATM in the world in a gun store.
So this is the unveiling of the very first Coin Vault ATM powered by RoboCoin, deployed in Austin, Texas.
Do you have any fears or worries about Bitcoin after the Mt. Gox news of Mt. Gox going into bankruptcy recently and people's fears of Bitcoin beginning to tumble? Do you have any worries about that?
No, just like anything that we've come across, any new technology, just like the internet. You had your banking system. They actually started doing online banking on the internet, and you had a bank actually lose millions of dollars. So I expect that there are going to be some bumps in the road. So we expect there are going to be some problems, and there are going to be some companies that fall by the wayside. That's the part of doing business, and that's the cost that you pay of doing something new or venturing out in a different technology.
So what we've got is we've got an ID scanner. The barcode scanner sits here. So either using your electronic cell phone wallet or a paper wallet, it will scan that to be able to either redeem a paper wallet for cash. The cash is dispensed through the cash dispenser here. And then, of course, your palm scanner, once you've identified yourself, then you'll be able to consummate the transaction. Print out a paper wallet or otherwise a receipt from the receipt dispenser.
So how does the palm scanner work?
The palm scanner basically is the metrics piece to be able to give consistent human identification to who's doing the transaction to be compliant to the KYC piece. KYC is know your customer, and it's very important as we launch RoboCoin's Coin Vault ATMs into the marketplace, and we bring legitimacy to cryptocurrency, that we're compliant to the federal guidelines as it relates to having to know who your customer is to be able to prevent people doing illicit activity on the Coin Vault ATM terminals. With cryptocurrency, just as you have currency in cash, if you're taking out more than $10,000, you have to fill out the appropriate documentation to notify the government that you're doing large value transactions. And so the same thing is going to be true as currency transitions into something other than the fiat currency or $100 bills. With cryptocurrency, it's electronically transmitting value, so you have to be able to know who these customers are.
So for every transaction, will there be like a palm scan? Or
palm scan every transaction. The first time you'll register on the system with your state or federally issued ID, and then also with your palm. And you'll have a PIN, and you'll use a cell phone number to be able to use SMS messaging so the terminal can actually communicate to you in real time.
There's one company called BitPay, which have actually caused us a few little problems. We actually had to stop selling firearms on our website because of because of BitPay. And what I've done was I've actually got with a company in Chicago, which they're creating a program for me, which will allow me to sell guns on the website using Bitcoin again. Actually, BitPay, what they did was they actually totally closed my account because they didn't want to deal with firearms and ammunition. And Bitcoin, this is all about financial freedom. If you're getting into Bitcoin, you shouldn't have a problem with the gun store actually selling firearms, because you're still going to come into the gun store, you're going to fill out the 4473, we're going to call the FBI and do the background check. So a person's getting the background check done on them. There shouldn't be an issue, with us selling firearms. So, I'm very disappointed in BitPay because Bitcoin is about financial.